Hey everyone, today I decided to test out Preppy Kitchen's lemon bar recipe. So I'm going to be following his direct instructions from his video and trying to recreate it here. So stay tuned and follow along if you also want to try out some lemon bars. You need to do is preheat your oven to 350, and then I never put parchment paper in my baking things or whatever, but for the sake of this, because you're literally going to be like pushing the shortbread down, you should put parchment paper in your pan. Again, I've never done this before. Let's see. Now that I have it lined, I just sprayed the top with a little more non-stick spray, and I'm gonna set this to the side because now we need to juice all of our lemons. I don't really know how many it's gonna take to get 1 cup of juice, but also in the notes from John's video, he says that like he uses more than a cup sometimes, so I'm gonna just squeeze and then, you know, we'll see. Okay, so like funny story, completely forgot to zest these before I started squeezing them, so do not make that mistake. I'm gonna stop now and try to get 3 tablespoons of zest out of these, and then I'm gonna come back and keep squeezing the juice out. All right, now we have lemon zest. I'm gonna just put that to the side. Okay, now we have all of our lemon juice squeezed, and I just have to melt 12 tablespoons of butter. This is gonna be for the shortbread crust. And now I'm so excited because I have a scale and I can use it for the first time now. And we're gonna need 300 grams of flour. Grams. Okay, and then we need 2/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. Let's pretend I pre-measured this because I kind of did in my head. Half a teaspoon of salt goes right in, and I've seen a lot of recipes that don't add salt to anything, to the mixture, the like lemon mixture or the crust. So I guess you can omit it if you really don't feel like it. Okay, I'm just gonna combine these now. I don't need my scale anymore. I'm so excited, it smells so good in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna dump in, imagine I'll put the lemon juice instead of the butter. I'm gonna dump in all of the melted butter and just combine it. If you don't have a stand mixer and a paddle attachment, you really don't need it. I'm sure this is gonna be like perfectly fine, but let me not speak too soon actually. But in the recipe notes though, he did say that you don't need the stand mixer. Okay, it's starting to get crumbly. Everything's combined, so I'm gonna just put it into my 13x9 pan, and I have mine on a cookie sheet just to make my life easier, so I can just pick up the cookie sheet instead of picking up the smaller pan. Okay, and I think I saw that recommendation like from another person. I saw so many recipes for this. Oh, don't listen. Okay, so right now why is this like, this actually like isn't that easy to do. So don't give up, just keep pushing it into place and just try to make it like as flat and even as you can. Go all the way out to the corners so that they're all even. The oven for 20 minutes at 350. Some people do like a crisper shortbread cookie, but I don't, so I'm just gonna put it in for 20 minutes flat and take it out, and then we'll continue to make this as this part bakes. Crust is in the oven. Now we're gonna make the filling. So I'm gonna put 3 cups of sugar in here, and I keep getting surprised at like how little ingredients go into this, but it's literally just sugar, lemon juice, lemon zest, and eggs. That's it. Oh, and flour, a little bit of flour. So half a cup of flour. Imagine I like wasn't supposed to go in there. Oh, and I'm actually gonna whisk my eggs up a little bit in a smaller bowl just to make my life easier. I was seeing like people struggle trying to mix everything in one bowl, so I didn't really understand. So now to my flour and sugar, I'm gonna add all those beaten eggs. All the lemon juice and 3 tablespoons of lemon zest. And now I'm just gonna stir this or whisk this until there are no more lumpy whatever. The shortbread cookie just came out the oven and it's still really hot, so I'm going to pour the filling on top. I haven't seen anyone say that you have to wait for it to get warm, so I'm gonna just go for it. So now I'm going to put this back in the oven for 25 minutes, and at like 12 minutes I'm going to rotate it around so the whole thing could cook all the way through. Actually, I'm not going to turn it. It can't be moved. Do not recommend. And the main thing that everybody says at this point is do not let it turn brown. It's not supposed to be brown. So if it still looks jiggly even at the end of 25 minutes, it will most likely fully set once you put it in the fridge. So all right, so it's been like 28 minutes now. So I'm gonna take it out. Oh God. Okay. So, all right, it looks good. If I shake it, it's not jiggly anymore, so it looks pretty much like set already. All right, so now I'm gonna let this come to room temperature for like 30 minutes, and then I'll put it in the fridge for like 2 hours to let it completely set. And don't try to take it out before 2 hours is up because you're gonna regret it. I've never made this before, and I'm acting like I know that for a fact. I don't, but from what everybody's saying, do not take it out early. It has to set completely in the fridge. So we'll see you back when it's done. After patiently waiting, we took it out. So now, since it's in the parchment paper, everyone says it should be very easy to just like lift it up out. So let's see. Oh. Ooh. Okay. On my version, the edges started to like rise up a little bit. I think this happened when I tried to turn the pan around in the oven. So like, why am I doing that with my knife? I don't recommend turning it around halfway through because it's just not ready and the liquid is just splashing everywhere. So I would pass on that. But now I'm going to just be wiping my knife in between every single cut. I'm going to try to make my squares as even as possible. Okay, so now it's time to taste test. Mine did not come out like the same way as the videos. They're way softer on the middle and they're not completely set the way they're supposed to be. And I'm not sure if I should have left them in the oven for like another 10 minutes or something, but yeah, something's really wrong with the texture. But I'm still gonna taste it because the flavor probably is good. Okay, they're good, but the shortbread needs more than 20 minutes. That was a lie. It needs maybe like 30 minutes for the shortbread crust. And then for this filling, I feel like maybe it needs 35 minutes and then 3 hours in the fridge. But flavor-wise, they're not too lemony. It's not like overbearing. They're not too sweet. I was worried because it's 3 cups of sugar. But they're not too sweet. Yeah, the shortbread needs to cook longer. Better luck to me next time. Let me know down below in the comments if there's a recipe you want me to try out, because I'm going to be testing a bunch of recipes and giving my reviews and thoughts on it. So thank you for watching till the end of the video.